Families and friends, welcome members of the school committee.
I went here in 95.
Welcome to Senator
Yeah,
Thomas
the
Kennedy.
congregation was inside, it was raining, but then it stopped raining.
A special welcome to these educators from across the district. Because of the inspiration and support they have given over the years, they have been invited today by members of the class of 2015 to participate in their graduation. Let's welcome them. Class of 2015, my remarks today to you will be brief. It's not because I'm at a loss for words. I could speak here for hours, but nobody wants that. They will be brief because I've been speaking to you for the past 4 years. I've been speaking to you as a principal. I've been speaking to you as a teacher. I've even been speaking to you as a friend. The beauty of that conversation, however, is that you spoke back. Yes, you spoke to me. And I mean that in the metaphorical sense of having a deep and lasting influence on my life. Through our conversation, I have been enriched and invigorated. Today, leaving that conversation, I know better how to learn, I know better how to lead, and I know better how to love. Simply put, you have changed my life, and I thank you for that. Thank you. I am pleased to welcome Mr. Michael Vino, President of the Class of 2015, to the podium for his welcome address.
Oh, selfie. You do it with a tablet, the Samsung tablet. Put it on your YouTube. That's part of your slideshow.
Where have you been?
Well done, Michael.
All right, just like last year.
Hey everyone. Like Mr. Paquette said, I'm Mike Vino, and I'm the president of the class of 2015, and I want to welcome you all to this amazing event. I want to start off by thanking all of the teachers, administration, and staff of the Hanover school system for not only teaching us math, history, Spanish, French, or whatever, but teaching us how to be good people, how to communicate, not only how to learn, but to use what we learn to our advantage in life. I also want to thank the two advisors of the senior class, Mr. Steve Hegarty and Mr. Steve Roddy, for their hard work on planning all of the events that our class has run thus far. They need to be recognized what they have done for us. Also, a quick shout out to my parents, Judy and Terry, right there. They're the best. They're absolutely amazing, and they're so supportive of me, and they rock. I also want to make a special mention of one teacher that I personally invited to attend this ceremony. Like Mr. Paquette said, every student in this class was able to invite one faculty member from the school district, and I chose Mr. Mark Lancaster. Mr. Lancaster is someone that instilled the value of hard work into me. His class, even though it was only 4th grade, was probably the most academically challenging and advanced class I have ever taken. Mr. Lancaster makes all those he teaches better and more hardworking people. Look at the class officers of this class. Mr. Lancaster taught 3 of us. And finally, I want to make note of the amazing students that make up this amazing class. Every single student is a unique and amazing individual. I have full confidence that we, as a class, are the most outstanding group of individuals this town has ever seen.
That's right, why was raised and breeded.
It seems not so long ago that we all, whether it be in Hanover or not, entered into kindergarten ready to learn, to grow, and to succeed. Since then, so much has changed. Being a Hanover student all my life, I have had the privilege of spending the past 12 years with most of the students that sit here today. I have seen myself, along with everyone here, grow, change, mature, and realize what they want to do after they leave here, and that's what this is all about. This class is special. We are the first class to spend all 4 years of our high school career in the new building.
Yeah.
We entered here 4 years ago and saw the brand new whiteboards, gymnasium, auditorium, the teacher microphones that got old real quick, and all the things that make this an exemplary high school of the future.
Yeah.
We started our journey here 4 years ago, each equipped with a binder for each class, a pencil case full of pencils, calculators, pens, highlighters, and anything we thought we might need throughout the day.
No.
It's pretty weird to think about, considering I didn't have a pencil for the last few weeks of school, but it's fine. Our class is also unique in that over the 4 years we have spent in high school together, we've had 4 different class presidents. Completing this ceremony and not mentioning their hard work is a blatant disservice to their efforts for this class. First off, Molly Minahan, the class of 2015's president during our freshman year. She built our class the foundation for the point that it is at right now. Sophomore year, Emily Tiki was our president. Emily's amazing amount of kindness helped our class be more supporting of each other all around in every aspect. Junior year, Daniel Wen was the president of our class. Danny helped us plan our first prom, and that's something that takes a lot of time and careful planning to do. Alone, the fact that our class was able to stay supportive of each other through our 4 years here with all the changing of leadership is a true testament to the uniqueness and solidarity of our class. Graduation is something to be proud of, but not something to harp on or to hold on to. All of us students sitting here today have the power to choose what we want to do, and I believe that that is truly something amazing. After today, we begin our divergence from this place, and many of us may be feeling nostalgic. I know that I am. Something you hear people say about an event like this is something along the lines of, it is all led up to this, or this is it. And I don't really believe that that's the case at all. While this class did work hard to get here today, it certainly feels like it's what our lives have led up to, but I believe different. I believe that this isn't it. It's just the beginning of it.
Yes.
It represents our lives, and we cannot base our worth and merit solely on the past 18 years. We all have so much ahead of us, and we all have the ability to do whatever we want with it. So let's do just that. I will leave you with this. I challenge all of you to go forth from this point on and to make the most of it. Congratulations, class 2015. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. I am pleased to welcome our salutatorian of the class of 2015, Ms. Carrie McLaughlin, to give her address.
Good afternoon. Superintendent Farron, members of the school committee, Principal Paquette, Vice Principal Galligan, class advisors, administration, teachers, family, parents, mom and dad, friends, and of course the class of 2015, thank you for this opportunity. We are a very rare group. Unlike today's children, who are often scorned for having their eyes glued to iPads and their iPhones decked out with expensive cases, we might have been the last generation to have experienced the golden days of Play-Doh, sandboxes, and make-believe. We may even cringe now with the silly memories of embarrassing games and old-fashioned toys, but I tend to look back at these days fondly, because they have put us in a unique position. Technology gets a bad rap these days. Adults scold us for being unable to put down our phones, our supposed addictions to social media, and our constant documenting of our life and photos. Mike.
Videos.
But there is a purpose as to why we do this. Many people see little of what great positive changes technology has created for us. Constantly connected to the world around us, we are a generation capable of incredible empathy. Looking around me, I find we are the least homophobic, sexist, and racist of any past generation by a significant margin. We are more and more accepting of issues such as mental illness and gender equality. We are kind and have an amazing capacity for generosity. I see this every day as I watch women and girls openly express their opinions. Students stand up to each other when difficult situations arise, and when we defend and support our peers, whether they are similar to us or different. After all, the world is at our fingertips, literally. At any moment, we can search for the truth of horrible wars and violence going on in the world and hear firsthand accounts of any given injustice. We discuss this with each other, form our own opinions, and act on them. We can learn on our own and educate ourselves. I can wake up in the morning and learn the basics of astrophysics, recent treatments for cancer, and history in 1 hour on the internet. For these reasons, it is difficult for me to accept the criticisms of my generation that are often thrown around. In addition to our fundamental acceptance of other human beings, I believe we are incredibly hardworking. We've labored through a heavy course load, jobs, sports, activities, hobbies, clubs, and community service, while trying to manage a social life, stay healthy, and get some sleep every once in a while. The pressure put on us to work and do well, be smart, be thin, be attractive, and be happy seems to be never ending. But I look around me every day and seem to find people doing it all. Even if beneath the surface we actually aren't, we're sure trying hard. Underneath it all, I know we support each other in this common struggle. And if we're here now, we've succeeded. Call me a hopeless optimist, but I'm totally and completely sure that our generation is in a unique position to accomplish incredible things. To the adults here, parents, relatives, teachers, and mentors who have supported us through everything, thank you. But the next time your child's phone rings during class or dinner, maybe let them answer it. It could be their tweet to support a charity or justice movement blowing up, their Facebook message to a pen pal from Asia, or a friend crying out for help. They could be changing something for the better right under your nose. And to my fellow students, one last thing. Since I believe in your capacity for acceptance and kindness so much, I have a favor to ask. Leave here today with no grudge. High school is a long road of searching for your identity, and in that process you may have hurt others or been hurt by them. But this is it. Exit with the grace and tact I know you all possess. Forgive others and ask for their forgiveness, even if that stupid fight over a boy was freshman year, or your best buddy blew you off at the gym just last week. Back then, it may have seemed like the end of the world, but now it's just the beginning. We may never see each other again, but if you're home on break and bump into each other at Westie's or Mary Lou's, it doesn't have to be awkward. In fact, it shouldn't. We leave here today somewhat of a huge, complicated, extended family, connected in a way that only some people experience. Leaving here today, know that when we see each other again, you can smile and wave with a true genuineness that only we can share. Thank you, class of 2015. I believe in you.
Hey, miss, can you hold the camera? I gotta go to the bathroom, so if you could do it's recording already.
Okay.
Thank you,
just
Gerrish.
make sure. Yep.
It's my pleasure to
Just
introduce
hold it and
Mr. David Rabb,
open the panel.
valedictorian of the class of 2015.
Open the what?
Thank you very much. I'll be right back.
Hello, Hanover High, class of 2015 and company. You've heard from Mike and Kira about our high school experience and all the great things we have done as a class. We should all pat ourselves on the back for a job well done, because I certainly know the work we all put in to get to this point in our lives. It's an awesome feeling. We need to revel in it. I'm the valedictorian, so I guess that means I've done pretty well in the academic classes I've had the opportunity to take in my 4 years here. Anyone who knows me knows how much I enjoy math and science. As a matter of fact, a good amount of my time during the school day, these past 2 years, was spent learning physics with Doc. It's an experience not for the faint-hearted, but you will do things that you never thought possible. Doc's lab reports are brutal, and I've spent many a late night completing them. But I really consider the experience a crucible that has profoundly changed who I am. I mean this in the nicest way possible, but you will learn more math and physics than in most math classes, if only because physics gives a real-world application to the math. Yet despite the formative experiences I've had during the school day, a decade from now, those late nights doing lab reports will probably just be a distant memory in my mind. Instead, many of my memories of high school will probably center around my co-curricular activities. Another place that I've spent a lot of my time is the band room, and by extension, the music wing. The summer before my freshman year, the band room was the first glimpse of the new high school completion that I was able to see. I remember walking in to the Pride of Hanover Marching Band freshman orientation, knowing only one person in the building. Now, I can say that I know about half the school, and the other half is just a mutual friend or two away. A key part in that being able to happen was the friendships that made very quickly being in band. There was no room for sophomore infighting and cliquishness in a group where everyone has to perform as one group. My section leader, the legendary Ben Highland, freshman year, stressed to me that the band was a family and that anyone could fit in. More so than the sports teams, the upperclassmen and underclassmen come together and really become friends. As a freshman, I quickly became friends with a lot of upperclassmen. Now, as a senior, I have become friends with a lot of freshmen, and those are all experiences I would never trade for anything. Those are the memories I will cherish going into my future. not necessarily memories of learning inside the classroom. Teamwork and collaboration are paramount parts of making good music. There is certainly room for solo performances, but lone wolves will never steal the entire show. In marching and symphonic band, you can literally tell when one person does not play. If you've ever heard when the band does its 95 correct demonstration, you know the level of precision music takes in order to sound good. Music played with only 95% accuracy sounds more like a god-awful cacophony of garbage than actual sound. Yet a 95 out of 100 is considered an A in any academic class. I've spent many long hours getting my music up to that elusive goal of nothing short of perfection. In each of those toilsome hours, I have made memories that I'll probably go to the grave with. I know Hanover has made it a priority, district-wide I might add, to continue to offer excellent music and arts education. In the case of drama, there has been a concerted effort across all of the schools to increase participation. The culmination of these efforts was the awesome production of Sound of Music, which is the first musical put on here in about 15 years. It was a tour de force that truly showed the best face of the music and drama departments. Once you factor in band, chorus, drama, and traditional 2D and 3D art, I make a spitball estimate and say that about half to 2/3 of the school is involved, and we saw